Hi, I'm Dr. Augustine from the Fast Pain Relief Center here on Grand Island, New York, and I'm glad you found our website today on multiple sclerosis. And if you currently suffer from multiple sclerosis or you have a loved one that has MS, you know about the devastation that it can occur, throughout the body. And essentially MS is a demyelinating disease, and that's no surprise. Basically what we mean by that, if you think of the nerves as a pencil, but around the pencil is an insulator, and that is the myelin that goes around those nerves. And essentially what happens with multiple sclerosis is that myelin gets attacked, impeding or preventing the nerve communication signals from getting through. So you start to lose control of, it can be your extremities, typically it can be into the legs. And, there's a couple main reasons and focuses of MS. And one of them can be either a parasitic or viral infection. It can be environmental causes, toxins, heavy metals. There's a whole slew of things that can contribute to MS. And again, it's usually not one thing. So there's some very specific testing you can actually do to find that out. And essentially, one of the main treatments in my office with multiple sclerosis is to actually calm down the immune system. And your immune system is tied together with your nervous system, being your brain, your spinal cord, and all the nerves that go out to all your muscles to give you strength and mobility to get around and do the things that you want and enjoy. If you have MS, you've probably been to your medical doctors, you've probably been to specialists, neurologists, and possibly even a specialist in multiple sclerosis. And essentially what they have to offer you are medications at this point in time. There's injections, beta interferon, and things like that. Taking those things simply just suppresses the the immune system artificially without really getting to the root cause of what is causing the problem. If that's something you want to continue to do, stop watching this right now, because this isn't really going to pertain to you. But if you are interested in finding another approach to multiple sclerosis that has been successful in regaining some of the strength back, reducing some of the relapsing and remitting symptoms that a lot of people get with MS, then continue listening, because we can possibly help you. And what I'm going to share with you is something that, again, can change your life if you decide to do something about it. I don't want to waste your time, and certainly I don't want to waste my time by, if you're just kind of thinking about doing this. I want you to be kind of all in and to really finding and doing everything that you can to help your MS. It's not something that's easy. Certainly it takes time to help somebody that has MS, because it's been going on for a while with most people. And there's a lot of, again, environmental factors, diet and lifestyle changes. There's a lot of things associated with that. But there's two main things that I do in my office to help MS patients. One of them is we treat them neurologically. And here's what I mean by that. When we say treat neurologically, we want to look at how the brain is functioning. And usually what we find in MS patients, we'll see one side of the brain functioning higher than the other. It's being stimulated more than the other side. And what that leads to is an imbalance in brain function. Okay, so there's things that we do to evaluate it, some pretty simple things where we can tell right away what's going on and what areas are not working as well as they could or should be. The second way that we go about helping MS patients is we treat people metabolically. And this is really different. And you've probably never heard of this before, but what I mean by metabolically is, we do a bunch of different testing to essentially find out what's going on with you. And, we look at, again, the immune system function. We look at to see, is your immune system fired up? We look at things called cytokines. We look at Th1, Th2 balance or dominance within the body, and that allows us to really see if the immune system is fired up in what way as well. because everybody is different. You can't look at look at somebody and decide that. So there's some very specific testing that we get in addition to that. I've been in practice almost 13 years now, treating people in chronic pain. We treat them neurologically. I see people a lot with endocrine disorders, immune dysfunctions, people that have been to multiple doctors, specialists, Mayo Clinic. I just had a lady the other day that was been to all kinds of specialists in Virginia, New York City. The list goes on and on and on. There's a lot of sick people out there, but again, if you are looking for some help with your multiple sclerosis, I would be more than happy to evaluate you. And one of the things that I offer that is, again, unique is I offer 2 free visits. And the reason why I do this is I want you to be able to come in here and check out and see what we have to offer. See if it's a match, if you like what we do. Second of all, I want to meet you and see if you are a match for my office. So it's a two-way street. And at the second visit, I will basically let you know whether or not I decide to accept your case based upon what you have going on. I think that's fair. So, if you are interested in doing that, all you have to do is either call my office, 716-773-4707, and just tell whoever answers the phone that you saw us on the internet, whether that's here locally or if you're watching, in a different state even. There's still help that can be done for you too. The other option is on this page, you'll see if you scroll down a little bit, there will be a form where you can fill out your name and your address and your phone number so somebody can contact you from my office and set up an appointment so we can meet, whether it's by phone or in person, and we'll go from there. So again, my name is Dr. Augustine. I'd really like to share some more information with you regarding your MS, but go ahead and take that first step and fill out that information below, or just simply give us a phone call. I look forward to hearing from you. God bless.